Hello dear friends, this is Wael Bashuri, math and physics teacher. In this video I'm going to solve this question number 50 because many people asked me about it. So let's directly start. The ladder shown has length L meters. Its top end is leaning against a vertical wall and its bottom end lies on the ground. If the bottom of the ladder slides on the ground a distance 1.6 meters, with its top end touching the wall. This means if this slides a distance 1.6 meters from here, so this is 1.6 meters, in this case it will still touch the wall. What does that mean? It means length L would be still the distance from here to here. This means if I say that this distance is x, I can easily do Pythagoras here because the wall is perpendicular to the ground. So this means I can say 4.8 squared plus x squared is equal to L squared. But you can easily notice from the geometry of the diagram that the length of L is equal to x plus 1.6. So if you take 1.6 to the left side, you can say that L minus 1.6 is equal to x. And since we want to find L, so I can plug this amount here. I can replace x by L minus 1.6. Let's do that. So now we have 4.8 squared plus L minus 1.6 squared equal L squared. Now if you expand and simplify, you can easily find L. So let's see, 4.8 squared plus L squared minus 2 times 1.6 times L plus 1.6 squared is equal to L squared. Now cancel L squared and L squared from both sides of the equation, and then you have to solve the rest. So 4.8 squared plus 1.6 squared is equal to 2 times 1.6 is 3.2. Take it to the other side, it becomes 3.2 L. Now divide both sides by 3.2 here and 3.2 here. You get L equal 8. Okay, now to solve next question. Question number 51. So it's given the figure ABCD is a right trapezium where angles BCD and CDA are right angles. So here you have 90 degrees and here you have 90 degrees. This means here you have 40 and here you have 30. And if these two 40 and 30 you add them, then you subtract from 180, you can get the third angle. It would be 110. And then if you look at the other triangle on the right, AD, let's say here you have OADO, you have 35 and 50. If you add them, then you subtract from 180, get 95. So here, this is 95. Then in order to find angle X, you can form an equation with angles at a point forming 360 degrees. So X plus 105 plus 95 plus 110. So all these four angles would be 360 degrees. Now solve for x. 105 plus 95 plus 110 is 310. Is equal to 360. So x would be 360 minus 310. X would be 50. For next question, find the value of x. So here you have to do similarity. You have to do similarity between this triangle and the big triangle. Since we have an angle in common here and two right angles, this means three angles in the first triangle are congruent to three angles in the second triangle. So these two triangles are similar. We can do similarity. To do similarity, you can say hypotenuse divided by hypotenuse of the small divided by hypotenuse of the big, 4/8 is equal to leg of the small divided by leg of the big. Hypotenuse over hypotenuse equal leg over leg. So 3/4 plus x. Now cross multiply and find x. 3 times 8 is 24, is equal to 4 times x plus 4. Then solve the equation and find x. Now let's solve this question here. Here you have linear pair. So you can say this angle here is 135. 180 minus 45, 135. And then you have sum of angles in a triangle is 180. So you can say angle A plus 135 plus 20 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. So angle A would be 25. So if this angle here is 25, we have to find the arc opposite to this angle. The arc is twice the angle inscribed. This means x will be 50. So this is angle inscribed opposite to the blue arc. It's half the arc. Angle at circumference is half the arc opposite to it. Now let's see this question here. First step, we can see that this arc is opposite to angle, this angle at tangent, 95. The arc is twice the angle. So 95 times 2, we get 190. So this arc must be 190. And arc number 2 is twice the angle. So it would be 160. So this arc is 160. Arc opposite to inscribed angle is twice the angle. Now the whole circle is 360. So now you can do 360 minus both of these arcs, 160 plus 190. So you get here 10. This means last arc here, you have 3 arcs in the circle. Last arc would be 10. In this case, the angle opposite to this arc, which is the angle at tangent, would be half the arc, which means it would be 5. So here you have 5. Now angle x is linear pair with 5, which means this must be 180 minus 5. So it must be 175. Thank you very much indeed for watching.